We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today we've got a solid matchup in store in the NFC, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. They go here with a former Lion. It's DeAndre Swift. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
First down, and they go with Swift again. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Here's Hurts to throw. Got a man, it's Brown. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
They will run straight ahead with Swift. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Sutton. And the Lions are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. At the 14-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Now a throw here to his running back. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
And off to Gibbs, headed right here. And he's upended after a gain of 4, up to the 25-yard line. Pretty good good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And this will wind up a Lions first down as he's able to take this up to the 30-yard line. Back to throw. Goff. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be second down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
From the 32-yard line now, here's second down at 7. Off play action. Here's Goff. Trying for right, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Avonte Maddox. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Here's a handoff to Swift running left. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. Throwing is Hurts. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And he'll be brought down at the 27. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he'll find his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9. We're scoreless after 1. The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. This is caught. And the Eagles are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. First and goal from the 3. Hurts sets up to throw it. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Dan Arnold from 3 yards out. And the Eagles post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
You got it figured out by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start first and 10. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Play action. It's Goff. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. So the completion gets him just a yard. And it'll leave him with third and a full yard to go.
Offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Gibbs will try and pick it up. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. That'll go as a pickup of 8.
And that's why you spend a first-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Goff. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmunds, picks it.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Watkins. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can draft anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Romeo Okwara shooting in there and dropping him for the sack. From the gun, it's Hurts. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. This one from 48 yards away. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they're able to come away with the interception, Charles. They aren't able to move the ball all that much. However, they do get 3 out of it with a field goal.
Yeah, and anytime you do force a turnover, you have to come out of it with points. Everybody wants 6. They'll take the 3 there. Now it's their opportunity to do it again.
Here's Raymond bringing it out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with...
And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for Detroit. 58 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 42 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
But think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person that's on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there was another 1st down run right there.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up. The Lions need to move. They're hustling to the line now. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. They'll go again with Gibbs. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Lions are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And leading 10-7, and they may just want to get this to the locker room. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they had 3 tight ends in on that set.
And these guys are punching really well. I use boxing analogies a lot. A lot of coaches have told me that when you line up to run the football, it's 10 fistfights along the line of scrimmage, right? You've got to win your share. These 3 tight ends, they almost always win their fistfights.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. That was signaling a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe...
the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked up by Cameron Sutton down the right sideline. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half. So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. This is a game, Charles, it's been fairly starved for offense. Really not much in that first half. We'll see if they can get something going here as we look toward the third quarter.
And not just a chance to finally get a little more offense going, but to erase that small deficit they currently trailed by. I think they'd send a pretty powerful message to the opposite sideline if they drive it right down the field coming out of the half.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Here's Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's caught inside the 35. Jameson Williams, touchdown, Detroit. Jameson Williams, 82 yards. And the Lions come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, is being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shouldering the ball carrier, and down he goes.
Just a gain of a couple there. And it's second down. At the 16-yard line. Hurts. Over the middle here to Brown. Getting it to him in space. Pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just saw receivers find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air. Nice chunk of yardage there. And then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. 55 yards rushing for him now to this point. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Mr. Arnold on the short pass. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
They'll run right here with Swift. Down inside the 40.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Second down. Here's Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. And Goddard going to have an Eagles first down as the tackle made at the 31-yard line. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. In motion left goes Smith. From the gun, here's Swift. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On 2nd and 11 now. Hurts. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And Hurts is intercepted. His 3rd of the game. Picked by Tracy Walker. And the Lions are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. At their own 21-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. Here's Goff. That is caught. It's Williams. He's across midfield, and he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. A big pickup of 38. 38 yards on the play. First down, Lions. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Running left, Montgomery. Down the left sideline. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. David Montgomery, 39 yards. And the Lions get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Hurts throw complete there to Smith. Finding room at midfield. Down the sideline he goes. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. A big play there for Philly. 47 yards.
And here's a spot where this offense says, we got to start making something happen. We're down 2 scores. It's the fourth quarter. We've got to start moving with some urgency. And here's a big play that gives them a ray of hope that they can get back in this one.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. To throw on 2nd and 10. Hurts forced out to his left. And this one is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This is Smith with the ground. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A really nice gain of 25 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Swift. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So it's still 1st and goal, but now they get to try from a bit closer. Again, he'll drop to throw. Being chased out left. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Aleem McNeil, what an effort to get in there and drop him. 1st and goal looked like things were set up nicely, and now all of a sudden on 2nd and goal, Charles, a big challenge ahead of them.
And you have to know when you're this close to the goal line, things are going to happen faster, so you've got to get the ball out quick. Not going to have much time in the pocket before the defenders bring pressure.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
Let's make some noise. You gotta do it.
2 straight sacks have them backed up now for a 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Sutton. And the Lions are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Turnover that just got them the football back, obviously a big one, because had they been able to score on the other side, this would have been a 1-possession game. And that's caught inside the 35. Moving inside the 20. Touchdown, Detroit. Jameson Williams, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. A break there for this offense as they will get a chance to start at the 40-yard line. So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
Hurts throw there taken in by Smith. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Here's Hurts to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. Take their third and final timeout. And the Lions are going to take over here up near the 40. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll start things off with a give to Gibbs. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. The tackle by Nakobe Dean. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. And he'll be tackled at the 45 following a gain of just 2.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
He's going to have the first down and more than that. And down to the 28-yard line. The give right side for Gibbs. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs with his second touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point try now for Patterson. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and rep.
And now here's another interception. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Goff gonna throw it. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's second down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On second down, here's Goff. Finds Gibbs on the check down. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it's 3rd and 4 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess? He didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up. But he certainly will have some explaining to do.
On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. That's going to be caught, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Patterson now for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Lions 42, Eagles 10. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Well, this game, it was well in hand early, never really in doubt. Charles, you and I do so many games together. There's so much parity in the NFL, a lot of close battles. This was not one. Tip your cap to them for a really impressive effort.
Yeah, and you know, as the game went on, I think the defense kind of got together and said, you see our guys on offense, they're just putting up point after point. We need to leave our mark somehow, too, and they did it, pitching a second-half shutout.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Philly.